But it is important that we look at global market also, how it's performing. And we have got the inflation data. Inflation data is slightly positive. Dow Jones as of now is a flat opening. S&P 500, Nasdaq. We'll wait for the data. Based on that, we will decide what can be done next. Okay. As of now, why am I not entering a bullish trade after the breakout? Usually market can tend to come for a retest and later it can move towards the upside. Okay, that is one reason. And here you can see early morning I discussed this is the final support zone for BTC. BTC from this zone, it has moved up to this area. Now again it is facing rejection. This is a support zone. When I gave the levels itself, market was somewhere at this area. Okay, once the support zone is broken, it will act as a resistance. So if it sustains above this resistance, maybe it can give a nice spike towards the upside. With that focus, we are looking at it. As of now, market is it holding on? It is holding on, taking support near 382 level. As long as it comes here and moves, right, little pressure will be there for us also to take entry. Still, we don't have the global market data. What is your view about the market in the comment section? Just let me know. Bullish, bearish, sideways. Where do you think the market will move next? Let me know, traders. What is your view about the market? Quickly type in the comment section. Hope you're able to see me. So here, this zone, market was holding. This is the resistance. So bullish movement till 12,000. That's what even I'm expecting. So this is a proper price action pattern. Only problem is this zone and US market. Not that much of a movement. Opening itself is positive. Sometimes when it opens positive, they might try to bring down the market a bit. Okay, so in this case, if we are looking for bullish trade, the zone you see previous high what market did. Okay, if market gives a closing above that, maybe we can try. We'll wait for it. Okay, still setup is not yet formed because I'm little concerned about market moving towards the downside and later recovering, and US market has opened at the upper level. From there, little pressure towards the downside we can see, and then market can move up. So as of now, we have not entered this. We'll see if the entry point and everything matches. Correction 618. This recent zone. See here, one zone is there. This area was acting as a support. Market moved up. After that, this area is acting as resistance zone. So 2 times it has recovered from the zone. So sustenance is important. Dow Jones, my expectation is maybe Dow Jones can come up to this area. Looking at this market and all is important. That's why I'm marking these levels. So it can, if it comes down for a correction and later it moves up, it can move up to this zone also, previous gap zone. So when there is correction, a bit of correction in US market, little pressure we will see. So what's happening with S&P 500? S&P 500 is holding on. Nasdaq, usually we get the data a bit late. For that tick by tick basis only we need to subscribe. It's okay, so much data is not needed for us. Let it open, we'll see how it reacts. And there was a decent movement, let's say in gold. Morning I was saying, right, I'll be sharing setups. This level I had discussed about resistance. There was a beautiful fall in gold from this area. Ethereum I had discussed. This is the supporting zone. When market was somewhere here or here, I had discussed. I think when it was here. And this area was one support level. Market started holding continuous momentum towards the upside. Resistance zone also I've already provided here. So much market will go, we have to see. As of now, this area in Ethereum is acting as a resistance. We'll wait for a bit. Here you can see in our free Telegram private crypto private group, I had shared this levels and all morning itself. Gold level, BTC level. So BTC, this zone I had discussed, now it's acting as resistance. And from final support only, it gave a moment of 1000 points and then correction and it moved up. And Ethereum also, you can see these are the support zones. So slowly more updates also have started to give in the community group. So those who are interested, you can join. All you have to do is open account with Delta Exchange and make use of it. Ethereum view, please. I have discussed about Ethereum. This zone, it has given a W pattern. It has given a breakout here. This area is acting as a resistance. Wait for a while. Later, when you get any upside move, you can check. If interested with small stop loss bearish also, you can see, because there's a decent correction, a pullback of, let's say 20 points also is a decent move. So this one is not come for a pullback. That's why even I am not entered. I mean pullback up to this zone. At least here some bullishness it has to show for us to take entry, right? No bullishness also. Ethereum might be holding on to this zone. Sorry, Ethereum here I had said this zone. And in Ethereum, this area is crucial. If it moves towards the downside, this area is crucial zone. Okay. BTC, the support level is acting as resistance. It's kind of forming a cup. If it forms a handle or something like that, breakout means this length of this cup, at least we can try something like that. It's not giving any positive sign for us to consider and place order. Vinod sir, good evening. Welcome to live stream. Suchinder thinks market is bullish. Vichara says market can be bearish. We'll see. What we will do is we'll mark this support zone, this recent resistance zone. Okay, we'll mark this and keep this between level. We'll just remove it. Sorry, this between level, we'll remove it. Too much of confusion there. Liquidity, what does it say? Liquidity map says that market at this zone, it's kind of came for pressure area. From here there was a good movement. Now liquidity on top is at 1,17,800. that is where liquidity starts. So BTC is making bullish price action pattern. So 8,000, 9,000, those range it can go. And if you see on the downside already it has come here, but still liquidity is there at the bottom also, it says. So a little patiently we will wait. So today CPI data, what is your CPI inflation data already 6 o'clock. I have discussed in the group, saying that the data is kind of better than what market expected, right? Where is it? So inflation is forecasted, projected, whatever they have done, right? It is inflation year on year is same. Inflation month on month is the same. Inflation, this one, no. This one is Canada data, sorry. I had just seen it. Where did it go? Yeah, so here core inflation 0.3, actual is 2. So that is better. Okay, for the US market, core inflation year on year was 3 expected. Now it is 2.9. So that is when I had discussed in the group also, view is a bit positive. This is kind of good news. So now here breakout, we have got some small quantity. We will try. Okay, let it give proper closing. Still 1.5 minutes is there. Problem is, if it continues, we will miss out. If it continues, I will miss out. Moment is quick. Hi sir, I opened account using a link and made some trade also. You asked me to mention the user ID. Yesterday and tonight and day before yesterday, little occupied I was. Tomorrow morning I will discuss. Okay, the details you have shared, right? We will look into it. Just send a follow-up message. We'll look into it and reply. Ethereum has broken out. If it has broken out, upper level this support now acting as a resistance in BTC still. Okay, that's fine. Ethereum, it's gone above the zone and the upper level is this area, so can move. We'll see proper pullback. If it is not there, then for us also to enter, we might be entering at a higher level, so that might be a bit risky for us. It has given a closing, that's fine. Closing is fine. The zone market is reacting. That zone, let it be. Let's change the setup. Let market break this zone. Okay, let it break that zone, then we will see. Without testing here, it is giving, right? That is kind of becomes 50% chance. Dow Jones. See, Dow Jones, I said it might come and hold on to this range. It is holding right now. And S&P 500 also is kind of holding within a reasonable range itself. I expected up to this zone, but little upper level only it is moving. So little upper level, if it had tested this, fine. We'll wait, traders. Breakout has happened. Let it happen. Randomly, I cannot enter the trade. Candle closing only if we are getting at the upper range. Then if I enter this upper range minimum, this level I have to keep stop loss. How much points is this? This is approximate, let's say 432. 800 points. 800 points I can give stop loss and enter. Doesn't make sense. So your Bank Nifty expiry special strategy was giving very good returns on expiry date. But now Bank Nifty is gone. What to do? We will do Nifty expiry special strategy. If I have sufficient time like before to manage things, right? So many things I would have done. I think in YouTube, it's been 5.5 months to 6 months since I posted my last education content. SDI Gaming, welcome to the live stream, sir. Hope you're doing well. We did not enter here. Only reason is because it's too strong, and if we enter, wait for the candle closing. Even if I had entered here, I would have entered, but still 600 650 points risk. So proper 1:2 risk reward, as long as I get little bit concerned. And also I've been telling you from that time, the zone market is not yet tested, right? If it is not testing and if it moves towards the upside, chances becomes 50-50, right? So to the zone, look at what other index is doing. Dow Jones finds, S&P 500, let it come to support. Nasdaq is in indecision zone. The gap up opening is fine, but it's in indecision zone. Yesterday, after gap down opening nicely, they have spiked it up. So little bit correction in Nasdaq they might do and later push it towards the upside. So any possibility Nifty special only for expiry fund is a ideal on that day. Lot of people will be interested. True. Market is not able to break the low of this previous candle, but this area is resistance. This green candle has now become the base. Little below this has become the base of the market. So it's holding on, let it hold. What's happening here? Ethereum rocket. Ethereum is a rocket. This resistance, what I have discussed. What kind of movement Ethereum is down? Crazy movement, but be careful at the zone, okay? 3070, 3080. So BTC is now holding on. S&P 500. Dow Jones is a perfect support. S&P 500 little close to the support. Nasdaq is creating a bit of confusion. Confusion is there. Just now loading, things like that. Another 4 minutes. So here, if I miss out on this upside move, if it gives a closing here, already it will be very close to the target level. Let's not hurry up. There's no this one. Ethereum 3070 to 80 zone is a bit crucial. Be careful. So today Nifty on second trade, should we have averaged rather than getting our SL hit? Is that a good way of trading, or should we avoid averaging? See, why do you do average? You do average when you are very much conviction is there about the setup, right? Let's say this setup. The setup is what I think the zone is where I looked for opportunity. Here market was holding on. I think, where did I expect? Somewhere at the zone, I believe. It went a bit little towards the upside and moved down. And averaging is not a case, because I had said in the video, this is the resistance. By chance, it can move towards the downside also. A reasonable stop loss, how much you can give for that particular trade, that you will see when you are very much convinced about the setup. Only then you will not, what do I say? You should not be. 1 second, I'll show it to you for more clarity. BTC, okay, fine. BTC is fine. Here, let me show it to you. See here, what am I saying? 25,100 call option. This was my entry point. Market moved up to this zone. Okay, not breaking the zone, so little pressure is there. Again going to 176, hoping it will break this time. If it breaks, we will get our SL to 160, something like that. Okay, which is cost to cost. But here, when market again and again it was holding, we all would be in cost to cost if market is not breaking at 170, becoming sideways. Safe traders can exit and re-enter at the breakout. Who entered here at the breakout, you should have entered. Averaging and all, if you do, that is a wrong decision. Okay, only certain setups will be there where initial stage you would have, let's say for example, I'll show it to you. Let's say you entered at this breakout. Okay, you entered, but what you will do, breakout is too big. The time, let's say usually your trade capacity is 10 lots, let's say. Since it is big, what you will do, okay, let me just enter in 5 lots now, because in case there is correction, if I've entered at the upper level, stop loss also will be big, so reduce the stop loss in this case. Again, there is a pullback, you have an opportunity, so another 5 lots you enter. So averaging out here, because you are confident about the setup, matters. I hope you're getting the point. If you're not confident about the setup, if you're just averaging out, that doesn't make sense. I'm from Bangalore, sir. Suchendra, already I have told, safe traders close. If you have closed, you wouldn't have any issues, right? People are very scared of taking stop loss. Stop loss is part of trading, traders. Continuous 10 days also stop loss can come. But how we manage with our capital is important. Those of you watching the live stream, support the channel by liking the video so that it will be helpful for YouTube algorithm also to find us. Ethereum is almost near this rejection zone. I think this area people are considering resistance, and this one, my resistance is little bit higher. So I will remove this. I'll consider this only as a resistance zone. Okay. So it's fine. BTC has come for a fair price level. It's 0.5. So if I enter here, to a certain extent, I can reduce my risk to 600 or 550 below this candle. If I enter, that time I can get my target here, stop loss here. Risk reward is not setting properly. So in that case, let me switch to 3 minutes. 3 minutes, the zone. Where is the closing, buddy? Closing above this level. Let me give this. Let it move up. Then we will see if there is buying opportunity. Ethereum fine. Nasdaq, nice correction. S&P 500, good, it is holding. Dow Jones, good, it is holding. So where's the liquidity? Liquidity is on top, 1,17,900 zone, at least near the previous resistance. Bottom, it has corrected too much. So in case it's 100 the SL, At least up to this zone, correction is. This area is not good for us to take entry. Suddenly it can spike also, reverse also. What does it read us? How to read leverage chart? For leverage there is charts. Confusion zone, confusion zone. I think you guys can see this. This is a cup, okay? And now market might be trying to form a handle also. If it forms a handle and then it is giving a bullish sentiment, then continuation probability is there. Let me know, yes or no. Are you able to see the cup here? This is the recent high. This is the recent high. Can you see the cup? For bullish cup and handle, what should form? Handle has to form. If handle forms, then the length of the cup can be the target. So that also is there. Until that level comes, we have to wait. Do you trade based on patterns? Patterns and all is price action, right? But I trade patterns in a different way. Majority of the setup, little early only I will enter based on price action, stop loss hunting. So when many people are kind of, let's say this is the cup, let's say handle, here only if I get a breakout, sometimes I enter placing stop loss here only, right? So probability little we have to see, but if we enter here, stop loss is reasonable. From here, by the time market reaches this cup upper level, then what would happen? Many people will think about entering the breakout. So during that breakout, already here we would have captured the moment. You're getting my point? So something like that also, many times I have worked on that strategy. Because here also many people will be looking for bearish setup. So during this bearish sell on rise, when they see liquidity will be created, handle will be created, small stop loss here, look for opportunity. That would be a good thing. Are you Kannadiga? I speak Kannada, I speak Tamil as well. Dow Jones support. See, Dow Jones supporting zone. S&P 500 now it has come to the support, and Nasdaq is somewhere in between. It's just given a bearish move, recovered. Nasdaq I'm not able to judge the moment, but in case it moves, it can move a bit lower to 7. Yeah, this maybe this zone. So maybe one pullback also is pending in Dow Jones. So Market is not able to break the low of this candle, but at the upper level as of now liquidity is getting created. After doing all this, if market doesn't give proper entry before we close the live stream, it will be a bit frustrating. Gold though, how many of you trade in gold? See from what kind of level market has corrected, right? Super movement. So every day I'll keep sharing setups like this, okay? Important support, resistance, all of these levels. So please follow our private Telegram group. After the trend line breakout itself, we can take trade there also, sir. What trend line breakout? Which trend line? Here. Yeah, this trend line breakout, we were not live, right? I was busy setting up the system. But I think I had informed in the group. See, I think, sorry, here discussed about this no trading zone. This level was there. 1,17,444. This was the resistance. So as soon as market broke this resistance, I had informed in the group. And then I got little occupied with other things by the time I came live. That moment was kind of over, so we were waiting for a pullback up to this zone. Gold I had taken small quantity. Okay, fine. So good if you're making use of the update. We have not entered any trade as of now. We're waiting for the upper level. Maybe market is trying to form a handle. After handle, we might get an opportunity from bottom, or at this level one attempt, or at this consolidation breakout one attempt. How long market is going to take? That's up to the market. How do you trade Bitcoin in India? You can open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. If you're interested, you can click that link, open account and join the group. Pullback, sustenance. Little boring, even I'm getting what to do. If I had entered at this breakout also, little movement would have happened, but I was not ready to. I think this candle, right? This candle we had discussed. So we would have just stuck in sideways market above this level if I had entered. Still in sideways, I would be in loss. S&P 500 is holding, Dow Jones is holding. Based on this only, I'm feeling to take a bullish trade. If these index recover from the zone, right? If Dow Jones recover from the zone, S&P 500 recover from the zone, one opportunity I might get, but it is a bit risky. So what I can do is, there's a resistance, but still I'll go for this. Maybe small stop loss. Or should I enter? Actually, I should wait for the breakout. Handle also is not formed. Market also is not given breakout. Only these Dow Jones and S&P 500 is near the supporting zone. So that might create some attraction in the market is what I'm thinking about. Still there is 2.5 minutes for this candle to close. I'll go for it. What is the price range? This only is close to 350 points. 350 points, stop loss here, entry here, little below this. Again sideways. Only Dow Jones and S&P 500 is kind of giving some confidence to take bullish trade. Dow Jones has given a breakdown. S&P 500 also. S&P 500 no. Dow Jones. Let it convert to a wick in Dow Jones. Maybe then I will say okay. One minute. Vinayaka Murthy sir, yes, there is a separate group for crypto as well, right? So if you have all, you need to open account with Delta Exchange, right? With the link which is there in the pinned comment, then you can join. 2019. Dow Jones converting to wick. Little headache it's becoming today's trader. Entry point. Final supporting zone. S&P 500. No. Whoever's opened account with Delta Exchange, all you have to do is send a WhatsApp message with the Delta Exchange user ID, right? The account has to be opened with our referral link so that you get access to the course which is already there. You get access to the group, and this month end I'm giving 2 strategies, at least 1 strategy, that also you will get access. I don't know, little I'm backing off without taking any trade. Usually I would have taken the trade. S&P 500 correctly holding the zone. So Dow Jones holding this zone. It formed a weekend holding. Nasdaq only little, if it's coming here, how it's going to behave, that is one confusion. This candle low market is not yet broken, and now people are looking at it as double top. Liquidity is there, means little quick movement it can do. That's there. Little bit risky this trade is, traders. Consider request on Nifty. Yes. In recent 3-4 months setup, I have not this one back tested. My guys are back testing, so I have not seen any results and things. This level market is holding. So how much correction? This close to 50% correction. Below 50%, if market goes, maybe we can. This is the zone. Hello, so how are you? Deciding a stop loss and Nifty. So sometimes after hitting my stop loss, market is moving. See, if you want a good amount of target, you have to be ready to give a reasonable stop loss. No one can capture the bottom of the market. So you want to capture 80-90 points, and if you're not ready to risk 20 points, then it is difficult only. So market is not yet given closing. Okay, should I place this order? Okay, we will go for this order because I've not executed any trade also, and stop loss for this trade is going to be small. It's near the resistance. If you are a safe trader, you don't want to plan any trade, then you can avoid until the breakout. I've taken this entry. Market is not yet given a breakout. So maybe if it gives and sustains, fine. Or else later this can form a wick again. It can come here, form a handle and then move. So much big stop loss I don't want to give. How do you trade Bitcoin in India? I use Delta Exchange. With Delta Exchange, we can trade in Bitcoins in Indian currency itself. We deposit and trade. I'll turn off the screen for 2 minutes. Okay. Little this rejection market is holding on. So if you are worried, don't look for entry above this zone. I have entered a bit early here because this is the support. In Dow Jones, this is the support. Nasdaq, this is the support. All are at support. If one starts rallying, then maybe. If it is a trap, for everyone it will be a trap. Liquidation. It's in between. So that's one headache. Kind of breakout, forming M pattern. It has to sustain above this zone, give one closing, 1 5-minute candle closing above this zone. How much it is playing? See, market is correcting from this zone. This I'm considering as a supporting area. Up to this zone I cannot give stop loss. So a little bit we will see. Wick if it forms also is a problem. Sir, can you explain the setup? See, I was waiting for market to break. After this breakout, come to the support zone and then reversal. That did not happen. Later, I was waiting for a cup and handle pattern. Market has formed a cup. I was waiting for handle. If handle is formed from the lower level, I would have taken a bullish trade. But here at the zone before the breakout, I took this entry. So little bit in trapping zone, I got caught even after knowing certain things. Only reason was this S&P 500, Dow Jones and all was holding on the supporting zone. So I expected market to hold on to that zone as well. Now in this BTC trade, my stop loss hit. So everyone who wants to exit, please exit. Safe traders who waited, good, we wait for some more time only, then look for opportunity. Consider the market to form, let's say the handle part. I don't know. Let's say it forms a handle. As of now, market has formed a cup, right? It's formed a cup here. So wait for the handle to form. Handle can be close to 50% up to this zone, and later if there is any breakout setup, we will look into it. Okay, better simply unnecessarily I gave stop loss here. Length of that maybe up to this zone. Some mistakes even after realizing we do, that is when little bit, it's not about making the profit or loss. Certain things, until you are not getting that confirmation we entered, means little bit like this. Little at the lower end, 1,16,200, 17,800. This is 19,000. What can I say? Dow Jones holding, pullback, small reversal. See, now this setup, like I said, it had not given a breakout, right? So without giving a breakout, maximum I can take risk only so much. So I preserve the capital for the one more trade. Okay, I hope you are getting the point. If I had kept stop loss here, market can come and take the stop loss also. Then why, better thing, what can be done? Give the stop loss here. If here you're not able to capture, wait for market to correct. At this lower level, I give a small stop loss and look for the trade. That is the best thing to do. Some people get very excited that without hitting their stop loss, market, if it moves up, as like they have judged the market correct. Nothing like that. Don't worry about giving the stop loss. We'll see if market extremely starts becoming bearish or so, then it's kind of against the view which I'm having, so I will not take a bearish trade. S&P 500 and all, there is a liquidity at the bottom. One more fake breakdown possibility also is there. Dow Jones is near the support, so it might be an attraction for people to enter the market. So that level. Market is in confusion zone. Maybe later point of day it can give the movement or the setup that we need. I just observed some certain levels here. Well, yeah, the zone. Trend line is acting as this one. Market can break the zone and then recover also, right? So that possibility is there, but still everything is holding the levels. In gold, nothing from the upper level. Nice correction. Now this might just be a pullback. This is a pullback, then this zone. See how market behaves at this zone. Okay, previously this zone was acting as a consolidation breakout zone, right? So mark this area. So it's staying below that zone, so don't look for any bullish trade even if market gives a breakout here. Up to this zone, what it does is important. Possibility of me getting entry at this point of time seeming to be a bit difficult because it's respecting the resistance zone and showing continuation. So here 3 8 any good book will you suggest? Now technical analysis and all, don't look at any books. A lot of things have changed in regards to technical analysis, so majority of the books are outdated, so you can avoid that. But for in terms of psychology, you can look into trading in the zone. For investment and all, you can look at intelligent investor. Those books and all you can consider. Price action, stop loss hunting and all, in regards to that, books are not there. Pull back, no proper price action. All of these zones can be correction zone. See, this is the one plan which I'm having. If market is moving down, I'm not interested in bearish trade. So bullish setup, if I get, I will look into it. If I could trade in US market, things would have been so good. Nice reversal. In here, my stop loss would have been hit. In this cost to cost. At this zone 1:2 risk reward, here it would have been achieved. Here, that's spike level. That's okay. Anything 50-50 could have happened here. This one is holding. Those two are falling. Dow Jones, what I was saying that time was, this area was continuous support. Sorry, this I will not change. all these levels is continuous support. From this zone to this area acting as support. Wick also you consider, all this area is acting as support. So it can give a breakdown, remove certain people who's considering this area as support and entering, and trap them, and later it can reverse. Any other news has come out? Anything as such? This one played out a bit well, you see. Once 780 zone had given, once market support level is broken, it will act as resistance. This was a good setup. That's okay, no thinking too much after the setup is over. After movement is over, anyone can say. Correction is good. Ethereum has not yet reached the resistance zone. What I decided, it's still, it is showing some bearishness and things like that. So the double bottom, double top. Now if the handle is formed, then maybe, but we'll miss out on this moment if I don't enter quickly. So during the breakout, any strong confirmation if I get, at least I can try. Little this candle is not breaking this low. Nothing is breaking the previous candle's high. I have marked certain levels and kept. If market comes to that zone, maybe I will think about entering. Okay, breakdown. Heat map. Liquidity is there at the bottom. 16,800, 850 zone. 800, 850 zone. So market has to show any bullish sentiment, okay, then maybe you guys can enter. As of now, I'm considering this area as my maximum stop loss. At the lower level, I'm getting this trade. It comes down little more. All right. Ethereum, okay, Nasdaq. Okay. So there is risk involved in this trade as well. So in case one more, after, let me wait until this candle closing, then I will see. Just 2 more minutes. For cup and handle pattern, market has made more than close to 2120 points. It has made movement little more than 50%. Dow Jones. See here in where is it? Dow Jones. This did I mark it here? Yeah. It came up to this zone. Up to here, it's people who considered support. It has trapped them, things like that. And here this trend line market has come. So continuous bearishness is here also. And Nasdaq, it is holding on to this support. Here any bullish confirmation if I get, maybe I'm thinking of entering the trade, but continuously more than 50% this handle pattern market is forming. So where trapping can happen? I'll just see one last time. So maybe 1,17,000. 17,090. There's continuous bearish pressure, sellers pressure and things like that. Okay, that's why I'm waiting. I wanted to enter here itself. Too much of pressure market is putting. Will the market go to trap these people? That is unlikely. Less chances there. So this zone, let me see. Okay. Traders, I'm gonna take the risk. Okay, I'm gonna place a buy order here. If I book the loss, it is a loss. Okay, so I'm going to copy this price. I'm going to place my stop loss. Market has been continuously bearish. It's up to the market to decide what it wants to do. Okay, so I've taken the entry. My stop loss is here. So how it behaves, we will see. Is this pressure, sellers pressure? Definitely there is sellers pressure. It was a breakout, here breakout, everyone it has trapped. Even after this, if market wants to trap people at the bottom, that's fine. I'll give the stop loss and exit without thinking too much. $16,800 zone. Are we looking for new setup? New setup I have entered now. This is setup right now. I have taken entry. Bit risky only, but like in case market has to move up, this is the zone where I'm expecting market to reverse. Breakout happened, retest happened, but more than the handle market has corrected because of sellers pressure. We'll see. S&P 500 is near support. Tell me about indicators. What I should say about indicators? You ask me about a specific indicator, what you want. I basically don't use indicators. Chain Street made entirely made over 36,000 crore in derivatives market. Is it a retail trader going and trading and losing all that 36,000 crores, or people investing in mutual fund and certain people are taking those funds and buying certain stocks which are not valuable? That is something you need to think about. The last setup, market has this trend line was acting as resistance. It gave a breakout, faced resistance here, moved towards the downside, and this trend line is now acting as support. From here, if market bounce, good. If not, I'll give the stop loss and exit. Not complicating the setup anymore. Already waited for too long. And finally, this can be a buying pressure zone if other index supports. If that is the case, I'll capture the move. In case I will not, I will close with the loss. Can I enter? No. Sir, as per my understanding, this is a fair price entry. Stop loss is reasonable. Reward is 1:3. So if you're ready to take the risk, take the stop loss. If you're worried, reduce the quantity. For me, this setup is seeming to be okay. I'm not randomly seeing the setup, even I have taken the entry, right? So this cup and handle pattern, too much correction. So I'll remove that. Explain story. Market held on to this range for longer duration. It gave a breakout, attracted buyers here, and here it gave a breakout. Fresh people entered. If it had given a breakout here and then corrected, it would have been fine. But too much correction market has done. This one area is a bit of pressure for me because it did not give a closing and later corrected directly. It corrected, right? So that is one area of pressure for me. But as per the price action setup, this trend line acting as resistance, market breakout, retest, and if this is the buyer zone, from here market has to move towards the upside. And during this rally, my expectation was buyers would have already made profit. Targeting them is a bit difficult, and this zone is 786 level. If I enter here or here, the zone, if it is the pressure zone, buyers can enter. If not, more than the buying pressure zone, I've given the stop loss. If market goes up to that zone also, I will close the trade. So one is breakout, retest, again breakout possibility is there. There's a strong support, buyers would have already made profit, no other stop loss hunting level on top. So market has corrected, but here since this movement is strong, it can show continuation also. That is one thing I'll factor in. If buyers have to enter, they have to enter at this zone or this zone. This zone they did not enter, little lower zone they have entered. If buyers give up the zone, then market can go below this area, then I'll book my loss. Okay, that is the story behind my entry. No big movement as of now. It's almost near cost to cost. So in case it continues, moves towards the downside, then close. First target for safety, I'll consider the zone. I will place the target and keep, because sometimes I forget and then when movement has happened, recovery would have happened, then first let it go. That's fine. For safety, I've just kept the target here. As of now, Dow Jones holding. This one broke all these levels. Below this, can I see any stop loss hunting level? No, I don't see any stop loss hunting level. So here, if there is a recovery in S&P 500 trend line breakdown, after breakdown recovery, all of these things might influence. But for me, the setup is just holding on to this range. So usually the moment should have come like this already at this zone. It's holding on too much. Inflation data, it's kind of positive itself. So in case inflation is under control, then they will consider to have a rate cut decisions. Recently they have been speaking that okay, at least 0.25 basis points or 0.5 basis points we will cut the interest rate, and then we will give it a break until the next 2-3 months. Basically 2 rate cuts they are saying. So this inflation is under control means they might cut the interest rate, because Jerome Powell, as much as possible, 2, 3, 4 times he has avoided rate cut decision. This time, if July also, if there is no rate cut, definitely in the month of September there is going to be rate cut, as per my understanding. So if rate cut happens, dollar value will reduce and gold might test a new level. We'll see how this turns out. Continuous bearishness. Um, 160 plus 260. Too much market is holding on, traders. What to do? How many of you have entered the trade along with me? If you have entered, I'll stick to this live trade for some more time. In case you have not entered, I will share the update in the free Telegram group. So please add in crypto community. I already installed Delta Exchange. See, after you opening the account, please, you can see one WhatsApp number. Send a message to that with Delta Exchange user ID. Only then we can see if you are under our referral. If yes, we will give you the access. Market has gotten a bit boring. Dow Jones. Everything support it did not respect. It went even lower, and false breakout also it has done. So basically it should reverse, but holding on for too long. If it goes for bigger liquidity, right here, which is there at like 16,900, I think minus 800 zone. So it goes for bigger liquidity area, then no point in holding on to the trade. Almost it's come near the stop loss zone. I miss the green candle at this point. Even I too miss. Basically, I have done two mistakes here looking at the other index. First thing is here only I entered, right? So placing stop loss here. But that setup, as much as we expected, we had to wait for a breakout, right? So here cup and handle means I should have waited for the green candle zone here. My trade got closed, okay? Order has got executed. So as of now, two reasonable stop loss only I have taken in this trade. So trying to capture a bigger moment. 2 mistakes I have done. Next time I will correct it. One last setup I will take, but not right now. I'll see how this behaves and I will update in the crypto community group. Okay. So those who are interested, you can join. The link is there in the pinned comment. Okay. So market has not going as per the stop loss hunting concept. It's going on its own basic price action correction. That's fine. Here, should we enter bearish trade? As per my understanding, no. This can be a trap. Market can move towards the upside. One more entry I cannot take at this point of time. Right, I have to wait for confirmation. Only then I have to enter. Alright traders, today, yeah, it did not go as per the plan. That's fine. We'll look into it tomorrow. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye. 2 mistakes, 2 silly mistakes I have done. So that's fine. I'll correct it tomorrow.